Hello and welcome to Megan's Place. If this is not your first time visiting, well, welcome back. And if it is your first time visiting, welcome to my channel where I talk about like entrepreneurship, business, and all the things that I've learned as I am going along my journey. So, it's been about a week since I've filmed anything, and I've actually had a lot going on in this past week with both my business and like my regular life too. But focusing on my business this week, let me just talk about a few of my milestones. So number one, I originally applied for Instagram shopping, like where people can buy things directly on your Instagram page. Um, Probably like the first week I actually opened up. So like the first week of September, and I was originally denied. And the reason that they gave me for being denied was because they said I had not established enough of a social media presence. And I was like, well, what the heck does that mean? So they send you this like little code or this little link that you can go to, and you read all their, policies and everything. And so it was extremely vague. Basically, they just what it boiled down to was, okay, you ain't been on Instagram long enough. We don't know you. We don't trust you. You don't have enough followers. So yeah, you're denied. So that was when I originally started my Instagram page. So now I think I'm at like about 300 followers. It's a lot trying to grow your Instagram page. You got to post frequently so people don't forget about you. But last week I get a notice saying that my Instagram shopping has now been approved. So I was super excited. Like I was just like adding stuff, and it was great. So now like people don't even have to leave my Instagram page to actually shop if they don't want to. So I have that up and going. Another thing is that I decided I was going to I kept seeing these things about Etsy. Actually, people asked me about Etsy, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to do Etsy. I already have Shopify. So ultimately, I went ahead and opened an Etsy store. And so I opened the Etsy store actually in the same name as my Shopify, which is kind of interesting. I hope like nobody gets confused by it. But anyway, so I opened this Etsy, and again, just like Shopify, like it's like learning a whole new platform and new things. Well, luckily, I have like just great friends and family and coworkers, and they actually like help provide me with like ideas that they think would sell, and that they would want to purchase. So one of my coworkers said, "Hey, if you put this on your Etsy store, like I totally would buy it. I would love to buy it." So I was like, "Okay." So I got some RBG um some RBG designs for like t-shirts and hoodies. And I seen Printful, and I've seen like a couple of videos on Printful and like linking Etsy and Printful. So I was like, you know what? Hey, why not try it? So right now, all I have is t-shirts. I live in Texas, and I forget, like, I've been living in Texas for like 3 years, but I've been living in the South for like 8 years. So sometimes I forget like other parts of the country are like cold already. So thinking about hoodies and winter and fall gear just kind of like went over my head. So I all I have is t-shirts. So I went on Printful, I linked my Etsy store, and I was like, hey, they have hoodies. So I'm gonna put these RBG designs on um on t-shirts, but I'm also gonna put them on hoodies. So I did all that, And let me know if you want to see or want me to go over like Printful and all the process of Printful and how that goes and how you can like link it up and how it works with Etsy pretty much. So I linked it through Etsy. I linked Printful through Etsy. And then I put it on my website, on my Etsy website. Actually, I ended up linking Printful with my Shopify as well, which is, I mean, why not, right? So I send the link to my coworker. My coworker buys something in like 5 minutes. Like, it was great. So this was last Tuesday. Well, in my mind, I'm like, this is great. Printful takes care of all of this. All I got to do is sit back and collect the check. So I don't have any hoodies. I went through Printful because they do have hoodies. And for some odd reason, like the design that they had was out. So I had to go in and I had to manually order like a different brand hoodie than what I had on my Etsy. My coworker didn't mind. So she goes and pays for it. Etsy loads everything up. Then I have to go from Etsy to Printful, and I have to pay for the shirt, and then Printful fulfills everything. So on Etsy, they give you like a 14-day window to like fulfill and get everything shipped out. So because I'm a small shop, number one, and number two, I kind of know how everyone is, and I'm the same way. Like, we're all the same way. When we're ordering something, we kind of want it quickly, like we get antsy, like, oh, we start checking, oh dang, has it been shipped out yet? Oh, I got the tracking order, okay, where's it at? So I'm the same way. So when I actually do my orders through my Shopify website, I try to get them out as soon as possible. Sometimes during the week, I stay up late just to get these orders out, and I like to do things fast and in a timely fashion. Well, let me tell you, this was last Tuesday that I put in my order for my coworker on Printful for this hoodie, and I look today, do you know it still has not been fulfilled? It still says waiting fulfillment. I could have took care of this weekend. So, like, I'm not really happy about that. Like, I'm a little frustrated because I like to get things out fast, because that's kind of how, the culture is nowadays. Like, people want their stuff fast, and I'm also the type of person, like, I want to check it off. I want to keep moving. All right, this is done. Let's keep going. It's done. It's out the way. It's quick. Let's get this to my customers as soon as possible. Well, because I ordered through a third party, there's nothing that I can do. Like, I can't make them go faster. I already paid for it, and technically I'm still within the time frame of Etsy satisfaction also. So now I'm sitting back just wondering, okay, well, how much longer is it going to be? So I'm assuming that Printful doesn't work on the weekends. I don't know when it's going to go from that fulfilled status, from the waiting fulfillment status to fulfilled and shipped out. And it's like, now I'm like waiting and I'm anxious, because I'm like, okay, well, I want my customer to get it in a timely fashion. And this is the first time I'm using this. I didn't order any like samples or anything, and I kind of wish I had, but now I'm like, okay, I just want to go get the hoodie and make it myself. And I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I don't know. I just feel, I'm not 100% sure about this whole Printful thing, because I want to make sure that things get out in a more timely fashion. And like I said, she ordered it last Tuesday. It is now Monday, so it's been almost a whole week, and my order for her hasn't shipped out yet. And I don't even have an answer of when it can be shipped out. So I kind of don't like the fact that this is beyond my control. Like, if I was fulfilling it myself, I can at least tell her, okay, so the order's going to be fulfilled in 2 days, or I'll have it for you by next week, or I'll have it for you by Friday. I don't even know. So I don't know, like, I don't know what to tell her. And I don't really like that feeling, the feeling that it's like out of my control. So that's my experience with like drop shipping, and plus it's like super expensive. So on my um like my profit margins, if I were to actually buy a hoodie, do the heat press myself with the vinyl, and even the shipping, I would still probably make, um I don't know, a good $15 if I was to actually buy a hoodie. Because I went through Printful, I'm probably gonna make like $8. So there's good and there's bad to drop shipping. I mean, the good is, of course, you don't have to do all the work. You don't have to buy all the inventory. But on the bad side, like, everything is out of your control. You don't know what the quality looks like when they actually send it out to your customer. You don't know how long they're actually going to take to fulfill the order. I mean, they have estimates, but in the end, you still don't really know. You don't know. I don't. There's just too many variables that I kind of don't really like. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be using Printful, but I am super excited that I got my Etsy store up and running. My plan for my Etsy store is to actually start doing like baby onesies, in different designs with baby onesies and kids t-shirts. So that'll be my focus for Etsy, and then of course Shopify will still be like my t-shirt, my activewear, and my bikini focus. And this weekend I was kind of like looking at some wholesale sites, trying to pick out some activewear, and a few bikinis that I want to put on the site. And I'm super excited about it. I'm still actually in the process of going through that, so it's not ready quite yet, but I'm going to get there. So now I have all kind of stuff going on, and I'm like super hyped and super excited about it, but at the same time it's like, okay, now I got to get into a routine. And so like I got myself a planner, and I'm like, certain days I'm going to start actually setting aside for certain things, because right now I'm trying to do everything, and I feel like I'm all over the place. But if I have certain days that I do certain things, say like Monday I create and do all of my Instagram marketing, then I'll have it set for the week. And like Tuesday, I'll do all my Facebook. So right now, all the platforms that I'm using, I have Instagram, which that's my largest platform. Right now, I have close to 300 followers, and my goal for the end of the year is to get to 2,000 followers on Instagram. On Facebook, I started it, but I've kind of neglected it because I'm not that familiar with Facebook, and I really don't know what to do. So I got to work on Facebook. And then I have Etsy, and then I have Shopify. And on Etsy, I am running ads. Right now, I'm only doing like $2 a day because that's really kind of all I can afford. And then on Shopify is where I made most of my money for my sales, through direct sales with like text messages to my friends. I haven't actually had any strangers buy anything yet, but we're gonna keep our fingers crossed as I continue to market. And I'll probably run a few more ads on Instagram. Also, I do have a coworker that is entrusting me to make her whole entire department, an English department, their department t-shirts. And right now it's my biggest order. It's like 17 shirts, possibly up to 20. And I'm so excited. So I'm going to be actually tackling that this weekend, and I will take you guys along with me while I'm doing that so you can kind of see my process. And we're going to get this stuff knocked out. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions or advice or comments, just leave them in the comment box below, and I'll see you later. Peace.